The lesson that Biafran people should have learned is this: when you fight for freedom and you are genuine about it, you never stop. Ordinary Scotland is not fighting for freedom. They are fighting for political independence, and the two are not the same. Yet they have not stopped. Despite the fact that it was they, the Scottish, that handed themselves over to the British 300 years ago. The Scottish people voted to dissolve their own parliament and invite the English to come and take over. They still want their independence till tomorrow morning. What confuses humanity? Our people don't know this. The reason why we have to work 4, 5, 10 times harder to convince people, governments of the world, to believe, even to accept our message, is that they have never seen a group of people that started off fighting for their freedom, not political independence. The two are not the same. They have never seen a people who were basically fighting for their political survival, who gave all of that up to go and join those killing them. That was why Israel was very, very lukewarm about supporting any emerging Biafra agitation. They never wanted to, because we are not serious. Everybody keeps telling us, any day you people are serious, we will know. Right now you're not serious. All you do is you talk, you broadcast, you do all of these things. Any day you are serious, we will know. Therefore, it is incumbent on each and every one of us, it is our duty, our responsibility to ensure that we convince people around the world that this time around we will never ever stop until we get what we're looking for. No matter the amount of people that will die in the process, that we will never give up. That is why we preach this gospel the way we do. That is why we want our people to understand what we are going into. To fight for your liberation and your freedom is not easy, especially when Lucifer himself is in charge of the position. Every known race on this very earth is against the emergence of Biafra. Not because they want to be, but because Satan has gone inside them to tell them, you have to be against these people. You must be. Because Biafra represents the coming of the kingdom of heaven upon the face of the earth, as prayed by Yeshua, that the grace called Jesus Christ. In the Lord's Prayer it says, give us this day our daily bread. People are praying for the coming of the kingdom of heaven upon the face of the earth. As it is in heaven, so shall it be here on this very earth. Jesus Christ was talking about Biafra. Some of you will not understand this, but there are some very anecdotal, I would say, because even the British denied the existence of the hard facts. It was them that drew up the longitude and the latitudinal lines. Latitude and longitude, the lines that runs from the North Pole to the South Pole, from the east to the west of the world, trying to at least allow you to pinpoint with dead accuracy where any land, country, position is on this earth. When they finished drawing it, they could not alter nature. They ran a meridian. They ran a meridian through London, not far from here in Greenwich. That is called Greenwich Mean Time, not zero meridian. Even in mathematics, you start from 0 to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 10 to infinity. But in the case of the beginning of the counting of the at least longitudinal lines to the left of the world, believe it or not, they did not start from 0. They started from +1 hour. That is why Britain is +1 hour ahead of us when they are not tampering with the time. Their own line is called Greenwich Mean Time. Their own meridian. Ours is the 0 before them 1, and then as you travel every hour around the world, it becomes 1 hour until you circumnavigate the whole globe, making it 24 hours. I don't know if people are following. Where time started is where you come from. In the bite of Biafra itself, in the waters of the coast of Biafra land. 0 longitude, 0 latitude. In essence, where everything began. That is why they will not want you to come up. That is why we will ensure that we come up. Because what we are doing is in complete and absolute fulfillment of a prophecy and what is contained in the Holy Book. that these people will be set free. And with it, the kingdom of heaven will come down to this very earth. And this is Radio Biafra. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra across this very planet that we call Earth, the commander of all her loyal forces, and in the same vein, the director of Radio Biafra. What we do is not of man, it is of heaven. Therefore, by the very special grace of Chukwu Abiyama and nobody else, I will now, tomorrow, and ever remain a very faithful, abiding, and loyal servant of the indigenous people of Biafra till my dying day. We will not, I assure you, with everything that I can muster, we will not retreat nor surrender. Biafra will come. There is nothing else we would rather do than to set our country free from the bondage that the British consigned it to, from the iniquitous existence that was perpetuated of Yakubu Gowon, and to the acquiescence and the complacency of the leadership of our people as encapsulated in the ignominious existence of Ohanes and Igbo. We will fight all these demons and we will defeat all of them. Just watch and see. This is Radio Biafra. And from the end of this year, this year will no longer exist, as we told you before, because this year we must march. This year we must march with or without. We want to prove to mankind that there is Chukwu Abiyama in heaven. That is the only purpose for which Biafra will serve. To convince the whole world that Chukwu Abiyama exists and that he is God. This is Radio Biafra. We must continue. Our work is ceaseless. Our work is endless. Our work is long-lasting. It is enduring. Our work is here to fulfill a divine mission, and that very divine mission is the restoration in absolute and uncompromising manner the sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, founded on truth and honesty. On truth and honesty, because without truth and honesty, Biafra will not come. Other people tried in the past. Ask them, did Biafra come? The answer is a capital no. Biafra did not come because their hands were not clean enough. And because the time, all of us, our hands were not clean. We are talking about worshipping white gods was prevalent in our land. We went and were basically sometimes sacrificing human beings to some pathetic, wretched, non-existent deity. Oftentimes, our people avoided what they were meant to do and started to indulge in a level of wickedness never before witnessed in the history of our people, by labeling some people as outcasts. Something that is abominable and reprehensible before the sight of heaven and this very earth. The whole Osu and the caste system, the work of devil and Lucifer. All this nonsense, how do you expect to be free when you have not set other people free? You yourself, you want to be free. Chukwu Abiyama looked at us and said, you people are not serious. When you're serious, we will know. But now we are serious. That is why we confess our sins to the hearing of the whole world, that we will not leave any stone unturned in the pursuit of absolute and total freedom. Not half and half. Freedom for everybody. In Biafra, everybody must be free. When I mean free, I mean freedom from everything iniquitous, everything that is evil, every discrimination. You cannot say, oh, because somebody comes from Oron, because of that they cannot get a job at Enugu. You must be insane. If somebody is qualified anywhere, there will be no indigene. If you're a Biafran, you are a Biafran citizen. You can stay anywhere you like forever and ever. It doesn't really matter. Because mind you, every child will receive the same level of education. It doesn't matter where they are. Every child will be a ward of the state, which means from kindergarten to university, it will be pure, free, quality education. If we don't have money even to eat Indomie, we will spend money on education. Very, very important. We will not play with our children. Never, ever, ever. They will be taken care of. Very much so. Because the nonsense we endured in the zoo, we cannot afford to replicate in God's own kingdom. This is Radio Biafra. Once the barrister